sometimes say, I don't really like that work, but still for that, this is where we make our money and this is where we go. So let us see what that passion thing is all about and what do we need in order to prepare ourselves for it. Okay, what is passion? Passion is a feeling of intense enthusiasm towards or compelling desire for someone or something. Passion can range from eager interest in or admiration for an idea, proposal, or cause. Enthusiastic enjoyment of an interest or activity, strong attraction, excitement or emotion towards a person. So it could include things, persons, ideas, proposals, or causes. We could have a passion for any of those things. Activities, anything, we could have a passion for it. It's a strong feeling. You just feel, well, I feel good about it. When I do that, I'm really feeling good. You're just excited. You want to be part of this thing, whatever it is. Okay, how do I know I am passionate? Is there something you already love doing? Think about it. Is there something that I really like doing? Once I hear it, I'm excited about it. Is it cooking? Is it singing? Is it football? Is it cricket? Is it musical instrument? Is it IT? Whatever it is, art, whatever it is, designing things, creating things, sewing. Is there something you already love doing? Think about it. Is there something I already love doing? Do you have a hobby or something you loved doing as a child? Think about it. And I want you to, even if you want, write it down. Do you have a hobby or something you loved doing as a child? What was the thing that you enjoyed doing as a child? Something that made you happy when you were a child, whether it was, walking on the beach or going on the farm with your parents or seeing your grandmother or something. Just think about all the things that made you happy as a child, what you love doing as a child. What do you like to collect? Some people like to collect stamps. Some people like to collect cards. Some people like to collect knives. Like me, I like to collect chef knives because I love to cook. I'm an avid cook, so I love to collect chef knives. Some people like to collect, I don't know, shoes, bags, jewelry. There's so many things. So think of what you like to collect. What are the things that you like to collect? What are you drawn to when you go to the store? When you go to a store, what excites you first? What are the things you go to for first? If you go to the warehouse, what are the things you go for? You go to a dress store. What side did you go for first? The makeup, the perfume, the dresses. What is it that you're drawn to first? What activities you enjoy doing? What do you enjoy doing? Dancing, singing, whatever it is. Think about it. What is it do I like doing? Reading, whatever. What do you enjoy doing? And what do you like to talk about when you get an opportunity? What is the thing that, oh boy, when you start talking, you cannot stop. You just could talk and talk and talk about it. Trust me, there are things that you could just talk. Well, me, I always like to talk about everything. So I'm not a good example for that. I talk about everything. You give me something and I just talk. I love to talk. So you see, that's again my passion, talking. I love to talk. So I know that is one of my passion, talking. So if you love to talk, what do you like to talk about? Cars, caps, I don't know, shoes, bag, books, people, places, hills, mountains. What is it that you like to talk about? I hope that you've thought about those things and you've written something about each of them. What is it? Is there something you already love doing? Think of all those things that I just mentioned there. And I hope that you're paying attention to the questions and you're making your little notes and writing things down. Next, fallacies about passion. People say, oh, follow your passion. So, and they have certain things that they believe about passion. Some of the untruths, the fallacies about passion. You will only have one passion in life. That's not quite true. Passions do not change with time, and that's not quite true. You already know what your passion is, and that may not necessarily be true. It gives the impression that passion should come with ease, organically, or magical dream job will be waiting for you. So it's like you have your passion and everything will just work towards that thing and you magically move into the wings of your lovely job and everything will look nice. That's not true too. Just because you have a passion for something doesn't mean that you are good at it. Now let's look at the truth about passion. Okay, the truth. One person can have several passions. So one person may love music, they may love sports, they may love to collect stamps, they may love to do several things. So one person can have more than one passion. Do not restrict yourself and say, I can only do one thing. I have only one passion. No, do not restrict yourself. You may have several passions. Your passion can change with time, with age, with new experiences, new environment. You go to somewhere different and somebody teach you something and you got so excited by it. You never knew you had that. Like for instance, I do art and the thing is, I used to draw a long time ago and I've become a grown woman. I never did that. And one day we had a little art session and then we learned how to paint and everything like that. I'm the only one who has continued to do it and I've already sold some art because my passion, like it just came back. It just ignited something inside of me. And, that just happened about 2 years ago and I'm already selling art pieces. The piece behind me, I painted it. So it's something that just came. That was never a passion I was thinking of. That was not something I was thinking of taking on. But here it is. The opportunity came. I developed a passion for it. I'm continuing it. Just because you have a passion for something doesn't mean you're good at it. Now remember that. I may love music, but I cannot sing. Or I may love music, but I cannot play an instrument. So that doesn't mean because you have a passion for something, you're good at it. But that doesn't mean you have to put it at the back of your mind. There are several ways we can deal with that, and you will see it as we go down in the presentation. Passions can be discovered at any time in your life. At any time in your life, you can discover a passion. Don't think you're too old for anything. If you're 60, there's this lady that started doing art at 83 from Germany, and she made millions at that age, selling her art at that age. So there's no age that is too late to develop a passion. As a matter of fact, if you develop a passion in your old age and you continue to work within that passion during that old age, you actually last longer, your faculties last longer because you are involved and your brain is at work. So there's no late age to develop a passion, people. You can do that at any age, okay? How do I pursue my passion? How do I do that? How do I pursue my passion? Remember, I gave you a list of questions earlier. So now we're going to see how we're going to work with those questions. 1, you make a list of the things you love to do, which I was trying to get you to do earlier by telling you about your childhood, everything. Make a list of all the things you love to do. Take inventory of your achievements. What were the things I have achieved from since I was in infant school, primary school? Where did I get awards for? What did I get awards for? Now, you see, we sometimes forget our past. We forget what we've done, we forget our achievement. And all we're looking at is what we have around us. Boy, I wish I had this big house, blah, blah, blah. And we've achieved so much in the past, and we forget those. Acknowledge your gifts and talents. Everybody have gifts. Everybody have talents. Every single person. And sometimes I talk to some people and they tell me, I don't know, I have talent. Me, I don't have nothing. I don't know what I have. I mean, please, everybody has one. You just need to know what it is. And you need to start looking for it. Start exploring new opportunities. Look around you. See what's there. See what the things that people are doing, things that you want to be part of. Begin a journaling practice. What are the things you saw that excited you? What are the things you say, I would have done? Like maybe 10 years ago, you say, boy, I should really have tried that. You never did it. So write it down. Keep writing things. Network with like-minded people. If you network with people that all they do is sit down, talk, drink, and go home, you're not likely to move from that space. You need to network with people that will lead you forward, lead you to build a legacy for yourself, your family, your children, lead you to build something. The people you move around with, the people that are around you have a direct impact on where you go. So remember that when you're choosing people in your life. How do I pursue my passion? Continue. Ask around. What's happening around there? There's nothing wrong in asking questions. Look around. What's happening? And give things a try. Give something a try. If you love something, try it. Try it. Do not say, boy, I don't think I'll be able to do that. Try it. You'll only know if you try. So keep trying. Do as much research as possible. Research about what you want to do, what you like, what you have in your mind. Research. Look to see somebody else doing it. We have Google at our fingertips, YouTube. So you go on there. Look to see if people are already doing it. Do some research. After you do your research, Practice, 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 and practice. Practice what you enjoy doing. Take time to do it. Let's say if you say every 1 hour a week or 2 hours a week to see what you do and how you can do it and how you could get better. Now, do not quit your job just yet. Do not do that because you're still just trying to find what the passion is. Do not quit your job just yet. Okay, next. What do I need to keep in mind when pursuing my passion? Remember, finance is important, but it should not be your main focus or you would end up back in a job. Your purpose for getting a job. Now listen, I'm not saying a career. Your purpose for getting a job is to have financial gains, is to make money, right? Isn't that why we take a job? To get money. But when you're pursuing your passion, if you start thinking of money first, you'll end up in a job because you'll be doing it just for you to get money. But your passion is something you enjoy doing. It's a labor of love. That does not mean that you're not doing it to make money. Of course, if you're going to do that, you want to make money. However, your focus should be enjoying what you do. And then you take what you enjoy doing and turn it into a way to make cash. Remember, turning your passion into cash to enjoy first. The ability to persevere and the strength to carry on when things are difficult. Trust me, if it was easy, all of us would be billionaires. Listen, it is not easy. I'm there doing certain things right now. I've left my job and because I know I was ready to move on. And I'm saying to you, it is not easy, but you have to, because you enjoy what you do, it gives you the strength. It gives you persevere because you know you want to see this work. You want to see this work. There'll be hurdles, there'll be big trees that falling in your way, and you have to decide, what am I going to use? Am I going to sit around to let that tree rot for me to pass? Am I going to take a chainsaw and cut it down? And what am I going to do? Am I going to get some friends to help me cut it down? Am I going to take a cutlass? That will depend on you, but you have to have that strength, that perseverance. Ensure you have supportive friends around you, and I should have put family. That is so important. Those people that are not supportive of you, they will drain you. They will drain you of your energy. They will tell you what you're doing there. I think you should stop that. That's just go and get a job. Finish with that. That's not working. That's what they'll tell you. But you do not want this. You want people that will say, I see you can make it. I know you can make it. How can I help you? What do you want me to do to help you? Can I support you in a way? Can I come over and wash your dishes for you while you do that? Or can I help you buy some of the stuff? Can I invest $100 with you, $200 with you? These are the kind of people you want around you, the people that will help you, support you. And when things get tough, they will tell you, do not worry, we're there for you. Keep pressing on. We'll be there to support you. Okay? What do I need to keep in mind? Continue. Keep abreast with the industry. The industry you're in, keep abreast. Keep watching everything, TV, YouTube, Google. See what people are doing. See what people are doing with that. Make time and take time to practice your business. If that is what you like and that is what you enjoy, let's say it is music, you have to make time to play the instrument. If it is an instrument you want to play, you need to make time for it. If it's music you want to sell, you need to make sure you do your research to find out where I get the music, who do I have to pay, Echo, how much I have to pay Echo, how do I get this, how do I get that? It's your business to go out and look for information and practice, make time for your business. If it is an hour every week, 2 hours, but you have to make some time for it. Get spiritual support and guide. Whoever you ask as your spiritual support, whether it is God, whoever you believe in, you need to have that guide and support, because sometimes when it really gets tough and sometimes nobody's around to talk to you, you need that inner strength that will allow you to go on. You need that inner strength to allow you to go on. Ensure you possess the talent for the aspect of your passion you want to do. I want to say that because the thing is, not because I was talking about music earlier, that you're not a musician, that your music is your passion, but you're not a musician, that you cannot pursue it. There are different aspects of music. Yeah, you can sell musical instruments. That's still ensuring you're pursuing your passion. You could help somebody. You could buy sheet music. You could learn. Some people like me, I know music, but I can't play an instrument. I know how to read the notes and things, but I cannot play instrument. You can write songs. There are different ways to enjoy the industry. You cannot do one, you can do another one. One time I was doing some training, there was this young girl that was doing culinary art, and she had a bad arm. She got herself involved in an accident. So I tell her, all is not lost. Even if you cannot cook as a chef in the kitchen, you definitely won't be able to handle the workload because of your injury in your arm. But you could be a dietitian. She could be a nutritionist. She could be several things. She could sell food. She could be a flavor technologist. Anything. There's so many different aspects and different areas in one area. So you don't have to limit yourself. So if I say I want to play cricket, and I know, boy, I really can't play cricket, and maybe I am already 50, I really can't get into the cricket kind of thing. I can't play cricket anymore. But I love it. That's my passion. You can sell bats, balls. You can get involved other ways. You can have your own club, and then you have young people training young people and so on. So there are different aspects that you can do. Yes. Now, we talk about talent. A while ago, I was talking about ensure you possess the talent. So what is that talent thing now? Okay, they tell me I must pursue my passion. Now you're telling me about our talent. The natural endowment of a person, doing something that seems easy for you to do. So I'm asking you now, which is more important, passion or talent? Just put it in your chat. Let me see what some of you are putting. Which is more important, passion or talent? Just chat, put it in the chat. Let me see what you see. Okay, go ahead, people. Just put what you think is more important, passion or talent. But let's talk about talent. Talent is something that comes very natural to you, easy for you, easy. Something that when you do it, somebody will say, "Me say that really hard to do." But you come there and you just do it. Only 2 persons has responded, 3. I'm checking it, and you just, it's easy for you. So you can say that's real easy. Somebody say that's easy, and you say no, that's hard. But if it's easy for you to do, then this is one of your talents. Okay, somebody say equally important. Somebody say passion, and most people have said it is passion. Okay, somebody says both. Okay, let's see now. Which one is? It's going. Is your passion your talent? Another question. Is your passion your talent? Another question. Do you think your passion is your talent? Loving something does not mean we can succeed at it. Yeah? Because your passion is not necessarily your talent. You may have your passion for something, but you don't have talent. However, you can learn skills and to develop the talent, but you could also get into a path. Like I just told you, there's so many areas in one area that you could go and learn to do one of the things that you think you like. Loving the skill is needed to pursue your passion. So if I have a passion for something, I need to have some skills. I need to know how to do something that is related to that. It does not matter how much we love something, there are no shortcuts. There are no shortcuts to doing anything. If you're going to do something for money, no shortcuts. You have to do what you need to do so that people can get to like your stuff. You have to do the marketing, you have to build the business, and building the business is the hardest part. I'm in the process of doing one of my businesses, writing my book, and let me tell you, it is not easy. Your time, you have children, your work, it is not easy. It's a process, and you have to enjoy that journey, even if it is difficult. You have to learn to enjoy that journey. Next slide. Talent versus passion. Talent is less important than passion. Must be saying, how come? When it comes to professional success, talent is less important than passion. When you may have talent, but with no passion, you will get nowhere, but just having a job. So you need to have the passion, and then you can build the talent. Now, some of us already have talent. We need to just have the power. We have both the passion and talent. You're good to go. But with passion, you will go further. and you'll even create a legacy. Okay, now there are some of us that have passion for something. Maybe we cannot do it, but we know somebody that can do it. So we can partner with this person and move on. Yes, very important. How do I make money now from my passion? This is what we all came here to hear. But I have to give, of course, the introductory part of it. How do I make money from my passion? First of all, you must see where and how you fit into the industry. I was talking about that earlier. You have times you like something, you like an industry, but you cannot do it. You know, we have some people, like I said, that like to sing, but the music don't like them very much. And I have an example. For example, if you like to dance, but you are not a dancer yourself, you can start a troupe and hire a choreographer. You can plan events or manage the dance group. You can prepare the costumes or makeup. You are still in the industry and you're still doing your passion because you're still involved in the dance industry. So you understand when I say see where and how you fit into the industry. Even if you love something, that does not mean that you can fit into the industry anyway. You have to find where is your niche. Where am I going into it? How am I going to? What is the part of it I want to be involved in? That's why research is very important, because it will show you where your niche is. What is it? You know, I like to cook, but right now I have changed I used to cater, and I say, nah, I don't want to cater no more. What I do, I only cater for specialized cooking. Like for instance, if somebody's a vegetarian, if they are diabetic, and like a lady was getting married, she was diabetic, and she wanted the food for diabetic to be able to eat and enjoy their meal like everybody else. And then so I created a menu for her. So these are the kind of things you look at. Where is it I want to fit in the industry? You don't want to be in something where, boy, that's really difficult, you know, because I cannot do it and I have to do it, but I like it. I want to find a way to be in it. Find where you fit in. That's very important. How do I make money? Again, continue. Create your business, product, and packages. After you've decided, okay, this is where I fit in. This is where I want to be. This is where I can be. And that is, sometimes that takes a few months for you to do your research and find out, fine tune, try, practice, and you see where you fit in. Then you create your packages, your prices, your based on the rate. So you look around again, you do your research. You look around at the industry, you see there's a growing price. You don't come there and have one huge price and nobody is buying your product. And especially if you're new in the market, you have to come at a lower price than the growing price for people to start trying your product, trying your service, so that they now can start coming to you and recommending you, and then your prices can go up. Okay? So very important. Then network with people that have similar interests or complementary interests with you. Look around to see who is doing what and offer your services. At first, you can offer your services for free. Nothing wrong with that. You see, you know that, okay, you decide that you're part of the dance troupe, and all you want to do is to put the makeup, or you want your people. So you say, okay, there's a music festival. Let me ask them if they have any opening act, or if they have an opening act, let me come in. I will do it for free because I'm trying to show who I am, show my product with myself. So what you do, you capitalize, you see what people are doing, and you're going to introduce yourself. You offer your services so that people could know you, what you're doing, and see what you're doing. And then before you start, you know, in the beginning, you will not make much money, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's how all businesses work. Within the first few years, you just building the business, you will not make money one time. For example, who wants to dance, but they do not like what presently exists? Offer to open with a dancer or accompaniment to a musician at a music festival, anything, but make sure that people know you exist, your company exists, your business exists, by telling them what you offer, okay? And then we have seek for business partners. I know that could be a very ticklish thing in St. Lucia, for having people to support each other. And I think that is a department we really have to work hard on, because sometimes I see somebody have a small kitchenette, a chicken and rum business right there. Somebody else come and put another chicken and rum business right next to them. And I'm thinking, boy, if the two of them just put their monies together, they would have this huge place with more people, a big stove, big fridge, and everybody, you know, they would have more business. but nobody sees it like that. Everybody just build their tea boutique. Everybody have their own tea boutique mentality, little thing over there, little thing over there. But we need to get together. That's the only way we can survive. We have the big countries competing in the same markets with us now. This because of globalization. The only way we can work together. We need to invest across the region, in our locality, and within the region and across the region. We have enough people in the region for us to be able to feed ourselves and maintain all our business in the region. There are millions of people when you look at the entire region, and we need to start doing that. You may be able to barter services or invest in your business. So there's nothing wrong in bartering. So let's say somebody likes doing hair, I make hair products. Hey, you do my hair, I give you hair products. So we barter service. So you introduce my products to your clients. Your clients say, okay, I like it. So I come, I give you products, then you do my hair. When your clients start buying, then I start making money now because your clients are buying from me. You understand? So you can barter. So let's say somebody's doing admin and I have something else sharing, I'm giving another service. I say, okay, you do the admin for me, and then you can use all my services for free. So you do the administrative part for me, write my contracts, do my letters, and then all you do, and my services you want to use, like let's say if I have a massage parlor, you do my admin, my accounting for me. You come, you get your massage, your husband, and maybe 2 friends of yours can come for massages every month, the roof of the value of what I am giving you. So there's nothing wrong in bartering services. Remember, you're starting out, you don't have a lot of money. You understand? And even if you have some startup money, you don't want to use it. So if you in everything, so if you can barter services, you can help, you can complement services with each other. That's the way to do it. Like I said to you, I'm starting a TV station, so I saw this lady doing a program, so I call her, and that's how I get to come here before Chanel. I also invited Chanel to that program. I saw she was doing this program, and I said, hey, can you do this program? Can I do this program with you? By doing it from a Caribbean perspective. I know you always do it from the US perspective. She was excited, and we had a beautiful program. I'm doing the same program, colorism, from a Caribbean perspective instead of always using the US perspective. So you could actually collaborate with people. Okay? Then we have create a one-of-a-kind business. A one-of-a-kind business. Like I said, it could be in the same industry, but a one-of-a-kind business. For example, like I continue with the dance because I use dance as an example. You may choose a particular style of dance that is not in existence in your area. You look at what they're doing, you say, okay, somebody's doing ballet, somebody's doing salsa. Let me go into African whatever dance. You choose a different type of dance. Or you could focus on persons that would not normally take part in dance, such as persons with disability or mature dancers. So you have a different kind of audience. You are taking your dance project, and you say, okay, I will bring in people that are on wheelchair, people that have disabilities to be part of my dance troupe. Trust me, that sells. Trust me, disability, women, children sells. So if you can get those people as part of your group, you are already making a huge mark. You are selling a one-of-a-kind product in an industry that is already saturated. So that is some of the things we have to look at. Creating a one-of-a-kind product. Next, how do I seek opportunities where you could donate your time or give your services for free? Very, very important. Seek opportunities where you could donate your time or give your services for free. Schools, charities, churches, like here, the credit union, places that you can give your time, share your plans, share your business, tell people this is what I am doing, this is what this is where I am, this is what I plan to do. Can I come to your business to share with the students, to do you have a career day, I come and showcase my work, there's an exhibition, or the credit union, you have an open day since it's credit union week. Look here, I am bringing my product for your members to sample as they're coming in. And you need to do those things. You need to be able to give before you can receive. I know it's a difficult world out there. It is so hard because you need to spend money before you make money, and sometimes you have no money to spend. That is why I talk about bartering your services with one another, collaborating with other persons, going to the schools, charity, showing what you have, donating your time, donating your services. And sometimes you need to do things for free before you can start making money. That is such an important thing. And even after you start making money, it is important. Like you say, okay, you make $100. I say, okay, let me donate $25 to this church or to Donata or to somewhere. And let me tell you, that $25 you just donate there to a church or to the pastor will say, oh, we want to thank Ms. Doyle for donating to our church, so and so and so. Trust me, Ms. Doyle, you'll have a whole lot of church people coming to check you out because you just donated some money for them. The parents for the children from Donata is checking you out because they, you donated something to them. And these are the kind of things we need to do. We donate our time, we donate to other people, we give. We need to be able to share, to give, to learn together, grow together, or else we're not going anywhere. And these are the very important things. And my last slide, ensure that you enjoy what you're doing. There's this book I read, Enjoying Where You Are on the Road to Where You're Going. Enjoying where you are on the road to where you're going. This is a journey. You are enjoying this journey. If you are not enjoying the journey, you're not pursuing your passion. You need to be enjoying the journey. I'm not saying that you're not going to get despondent and a little tired sometimes when you're working so hard and you're not getting the results you want. But most of the time, at least 80% of the time, you are enjoying this journey. You are passionate about it. You're talking about it. You're letting people know what you're doing. And I'm not saying just to want to talk to useless people that just tell them. You need to talk to people that you know that will be there for you, that will support you, that will understand what you're trying to do, and is helping you reach for your stars, reach for your goal. Talking to people. I mean, there are times when I just started my business, I go through my phone from top to bottom, and I go and I talk to everybody. Hey, what you guys doing these days? I have this, and I want you to be part of it. I wanted to be part of this, and I wanted to be part of that. And they're like, oh yeah, you have this going on. Let me call you. They call me, and we create a business thing right there. So you need to be able to do that. But if you cannot go through your phone and get people to support you in something you're doing, you have the wrong list of people on your phone, huh? And you have people that's of no importance to you on your phone. You need to delete those people. Start deleting, because the people on your phone supposed to have value to your life. At a certain stage, when you're pursuing your passion, the people around you have to add currency to you. And you too have to add currency to them. If that's not happening, you need to check what you're doing and who you're attracting, because that is important. So enjoying where you are on that road, on that journey that you're taking. On that journey that you're taking, you might have to let somebody loose. You might have to leave some people behind and continue on your way. And one of the things that could happen, let's say if I start a journey pursuing my passion with a partner, sometimes I have to let go of the partner and continue the journey, because sometimes the partner is only there to bring you to that place, bring you to start the journey. And we have to understand those things, not because you had a partner to start the journey that the partner disappeared, that your passion was wrong. It's because the partner may not have necessarily been the one to continue the race with you. They may be maybe the one to take you to the place to start the journey. They could be at the starting point with you. Yes, I bring you to the starting point and I support you. And I support you. I actually bring you there, because sometimes some of us are wheelbarrows and we need a little push. So then the person that take us to give us the little push in the beginning, not necessarily the person that will continue the journey with you. The person might drop off, and that's fine. You just have, because it's your passion and not their passion, you have to continue the journey. Continue the journey. And sometimes you meet somebody else. They take you to stage 2, and then you have to continue the journey, and somebody else take you to stage 4. And that stage 4 person might stay with you till the end, or they might stay with you until you get to a certain point that you can branch off on yourself, or they might stay with you forever. You never know. But you must just go, take the journey, continue going, be strong, persevere, enjoy. First of all, because if you're not enjoying, you're not pursuing your passion. Like I said to you, I don't expect you to enjoy it like 100% of the time. There are times you will feel down, but you only will feel down for a moment. Afterwards, you go like, boy, what else can I do now? Now that I have, mope and a little bit of moping there, now let me see now how I could get out of that moping way and then get somewhere. Okay? So I just want to thank you for listening. I hope I was of interest to you. I hope it was interesting to you. And now you can ask me questions. Let me unshare my screen.
Thank you so much, Miss Fulgence. I definitely need to look deep within myself and to make sure that passion that I have, I can turn it into cash. And today I want to say, you're right on target with our topic, which is the first part. Because guess what? The theme for this year is building financial health for a brighter tomorrow. And all of us need to do that, especially in COVID. You need an additional source of revenue. And tonight, you have given us so much information. So at this time, I will check to see if we have any questions in the chat. I know you did a great job, so maybe persons don't even have any questions for you. So you can raise your hands if you have a question, if you have a comment. So,
okay, Ms. Doyle.
Yes.
Ms. Doyle, we have a question. It was sent directly to me, and I'm just going to share it with Ms. Fulgence, and maybe she could answer, and others could also answer if they care to. The question is it possible to be successful at a business for which you have no passion?
Good question.
Yes, it is.
It is a very good question. You can be successful, but you will not be enjoying the success. That's why there are a lot of rich people that are unhappy. They're doing it just to make money. And one thing you must know, money don't make you happy. Money don't make you happy. If it was making you happy, we would not have all those stars taking drugs and killing themselves from overdoses, and they always have depression and stress. All those movie stars, all those musicians, all of them that makes millions of dollars, they have depression, they're sad, they're unhappy. But yes, you can be rich, because once you apply the business principles, you can make money. But at the end of the day, what do you prefer? Being rich without happiness, or happiness and richness? You can have both.
Okay, when the person asked that question, something came to my mind, and I don't know if you would agree with me. One of the things I said actually was that, yes, you can be successful, but it will not last very long, because your passion is what drives you to persevere through the rough times, through the challenges, and even when the competition gets really, really, really tough. In order for you to now re-engineer your whole business, your thought process rather, it would be your passion that would drive you to do that. And so if you do not have the passion for what you're doing, your success will be short-lived.
That is true too, but I can tell you there are people that they will tell you, I wasn't happy doing that, but I get support. People were there for me, and it was making money, so I did it. And they are successful, but they're just not happy doing it. You understand? And I agree with what you said. That is true. And I mean, if you're doing something, let's say if I'm doing something by myself and I'm pushing by myself, I would need that passion. But let's say if you come and you say, hey, Miss Fulgence, I'm giving you $100,000 to do your business, I could very well be successful because I have cash, and plus I know business, so I could apply my business principles, and then I could very well do well. But at the same time, it's not what I really want to do. So maybe somewhere down the line, I would say, you know what, enough is enough. I'm going to branch off. The business is doing well. Look your business, take over, or get somebody else to take over. But it can work if I apply business principles because I have the base. But if you have nothing and you're struggling to get this thing going, you need that passion, or else you're not going through anywhere. You're not going nowhere because you need that passion when things get really rough. And I quite agree with you on that one.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
Thank you so much, Mrs. St. Remy, for that. Thank you so much, Ms. Fulgence, for also answering this question.
Any other questions? People, do not be shy. Ask the questions.
You gave us so much. I mean, you had us thinking, what is our passion? You told us the truth about our passion, what it's supposed to be. How can we pursue our passion? you told us how we can do all of these things, you understand? And you also told us pursuing your passion is recognizing the spark and light it, ignite it. You understand me?
Yes.
Like they say, they will drop, they would cause that fire to burn you. You just drop kerosene on that, and that is just gonna be a blaze.
Yes.
So you gave us a lot tonight.
Yes. Somebody was asking, can they type the question or can they ask? I think they can do both.
You can do both, whichever one you feel more comfortable
with.
with.
Yes.
Yes.
So you can ask. You can ask. They said that you need to allow the mic. The mic is on disabled. For the participants. We're not hearing you, Mr. Oli, on mute.
Sorry. You can go ahead and unmute and ask your question. Mr. Branford?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to ask, because I'm just thinking of the workforce, and maybe you can or cannot answer this question. What do you think the percentage of persons out there are actually doing something that they're passionate about?
I cannot answer percentage, but I saw these statistics for America. They said 1,000 out of every 1,000 person, only 50% pursue their passion. Only 50% really like what they do. Out of 1,000, only 50% really like what they do. Yes.
Because my next question, the follow-up question would have been, and you just gave such the big number. How do you sort of, how can you with a workforce, you have a workforce, you just give the percentage, it's very low, but then can you get somebody to be passionate about something if they have a talent that, and can you direct them in a course that you want to?
Well, the course should be the course they want to. However, what you can do is facilitate. Now, that's the thing about our education system. It has made us not being able to pursue our passion because the education system is a kind of conformist system. It doesn't allow people to pursue. So you come to school, you like to jump around, run around, sit down, and you like to talk, shut up. And it does not allow you to pursue that kind of thing that is in you. And I understand what you're trying to say. We shouldn't be in the business of telling people how to go, but facilitating them. So I see you have a talent. I could tell you, you know what? You're very talented, I think you need to check this out. Because if you start pushing it on them, they will pull away and not pursue it. It has to be something somebody wants. So what you could do is create an environment where they can see it happening. Take them to places, send them a link for them to see for themselves. All you could do is facilitate them and channel that energy, channel that talent, so that they can decide whether they want to be passionate about it or not. Because if anything you force on people, it won't last.
Well,
that works, because one of the things that I think I got from another seminar was willing and able and unwilling and unable. So you have to sort of get that balance with the person to figure out how you could better get what you want from them, basically.
Yes, very well.
Okay.
But you facilitate. I always believe that when you're training people, you are facilitating learning. And I think once you facilitate learning will take place. But you think you're teaching people, I don't see teaching as a good method of, some of us just feel like we're teachers and we're the fountain of everything, of knowledge. I believe learning should be facilitated. So I have 10 students in my class. I expect all of them to have different levels. I need to come and teach them differently. I will not learn the same way. So therefore, I am facilitating their learning. I'm taking Mary from point A to point B. I'm taking Valerie from point B to point C, because all of them will be at different levels. And I have to facilitate each student learning and not just come in and teach my class and teach everybody agua and forget that everybody have different styles of learning and different abilities. And that is where we destroy children by not allowing them to see where their talents are. So as a teacher or a trainer, and I think that's one of the biggest problems in our school system, I think we've been talking about it for years, where we take people's talents, people passions, and we crush it. We just crush it. You understand? So we crush each other's talents. Even at school, your teachers do it. They're not aware that they're doing it, but the system allows it. The system that we have permits it. And I always tell people, when you're teaching, you have to look to see the strengths of your students and then push them into that direction. And if you start crushing people's passion from that early age, you know, you hear a child singing and a child singing, so like, why are you making so much noise? Shut up. You know what you've done? You've destroyed a dream, a passion. I understand some of us don't like the noise, but you understand, we have to think of how we tell people things, how we tell children to stop something they like doing. You understand what I'm saying? It is very important, or else we're crushing passions and dreams. We want everybody to do everything like as if everybody were in the same black bow tie, as if we're all penguins in a class, all of us are black and white and the same looking alike, so everything should look alike, and it should not be like that, because when we do that, we're destroying people's passions, their talents, and their visions.
I would like to say something.
Go ahead.
But it's to do with the gentleman's first question about the number of persons that maybe in St. Lucia that have business with their passion. I worked in a particular company for 23 years, meeting different types of persons, you know, members of the public. And I met a number of business persons too, and small business people. And when you question them on the reason why they went into that particular business, majority of them do it because they had the passion for it. That's what they love. I'm referring to St. Lucia. And yes, you gave the percentage with the American market, but I think over the years, meeting so many small business, medium size, also like, I think as I'm dealing with the small, let's deal with the small business. I think majority of those persons enter business because of the passion they had for that particular business. Now, most of them too, it was difficult for them to get the finance from the institutions, but with parental help, or maybe they started very small, they have moved on and they have grown to a certain extent. And I'm saying something right now, the banks try to help small business people. But a few years ago, like when we started ours, it was really, really rough. My financier was my father. The banks were so hard. Thank God he was there for us, and he really, really helped us because it was a partnership business we had. My father I would have to go to my father and say, Dad or Pops, lend me that amount of money. I want to invest in that. And he wouldn't hesitate. He would go to the bank, withdraw the money and give it to me, and we would make an agreement on how to pay back. But right now, I'm so happy that the financial institutions are going all out to help small business persons. And the government too has invested in these small businesses. So I look at it as most of those young people have a passion for the type of business they go into. That is the St. Lucian market, and that is the persons I've dealt with over these 23 years.
Yes.
You know, because even me, when I went into what we did, it was a passion I had for it.
Okay.
But I'm no longer a partner. Well, I'm no longer a partner because of personal reasons.
Okay.
Personal and other reasons.
You've moved on to other things.
Pardon?
I say you've moved on to other things.
Yes, yes.
And there's nothing wrong with that. A while ago, remember I was talking about the journey. Sometimes you have to go on, continue your journey by yourself, because passions change. Passions change. Remember, your passion changing as you get older, as you get exposed to other things, your passion can change. So there may be something that you enjoy doing now, but you may say, let me leave that for my kids. I'll do something else now. I move on to do something else. And there's nothing wrong with that. People's passion can change based on what's happening. And I'm happy you just said about how your father helped you out, because that's one of the things we have a problem with in the Caribbean countries, supporting each other. And I mean, I was just talking about that with this other lady today, that the support mechanism that will ensure that we grow in this kind of region and environment is for us to support each other and build each other's company. We rather build foreigners' companies instead of supporting our local companies. And that is a problem. We need to get out of that mentality. We need to support Miss Doyle. If she has a company, if she's doing something, we tell her, Miss Doyle, the cake you made the last time is a little brunty. Can you change it, or do you need somebody to help you? I know somebody that knows how to make cakes well. She can help you. I mean, give you a little training. Help them, support them.
I agree with you there. But some people are selfish,
I know, but the thing is, our selfishness will destroy us.
Yes, our selfishness
we
will destroy
always
us.
have foreigners coming to this country and doing better than all of us in this country, because we refuse to help and support.
But the financial institutions too, I remember when we started, we would go to them and they would just tell us no. Or if you want 5,000, they'll tell you must have 5,000. Because I remember one time I had an issue with a loan officer. I said to him, honestly, if I had the money, I wouldn't have to come to you. I would use what I have. But at the same time, you want to start, and you need to build that relationship with the bank. If they don't give you an opportunity, how can you start? How can they just judge you that you're not going to pay? And it's like sometimes they just put everybody in a bracket, the small business persons, that they're not going to pay. I'm not saying that banks don't accumulate bad debts. I will never say that. But don't judge everybody the same.
But you might be surprised, it's the big ones that are giving them the bad debts, because
I know all that.
Millions of dollars, and then they leave in the country and they go in and
I know many situations.
And the smaller people are the ones that are
I know. Foreigners I used to work with. And when they come and they tell me they get loans from the bank, I tell with my mouth wide open. And and we are struggling as St. Lucians, we were not getting it. And I used to say, but they need to build a relationship with these small businesses to see what's happening, how much money they're making. At least start somewhere. But when you turn down somebody, no. It's very discouraging, And like I tell you, if my father was not with me, maybe we wouldn't get anywhere. And now 23 years going to 24 years. Okay. And I keep telling my father, thank you very much. Yes. Going, helping us financially.
Yes, so Miss Remy and Miss Doyle, I hope you're hearing that, so that you could facilitate this small.
Yeah, actually, I was waiting for her to finish for me to, just pop in and let her know that, this is the very reason why we are having this call this evening, to encourage persons like yourself to come to your credit union of your choice, where we would support you, especially in this COVID time. I mean, if you're in a situation where we can see that you really are not able to afford the loan, that's something totally different.
Yes.
We would advise you, if you're not able to do that, whether you need to improve on that area or that area, and come back next 2 months, next 3 months, whatever. But then we're definitely not going to ask you for the full amount. We will, of course, ask you just for a percentage, maybe 1/3 or that, because we really want to help you, our members. So we want to thank you for that comment, but we can tell you at SLUWCU Workers Credit Union, we are here to help you better yourself, especially in this COVID season. We want you to use your passion to make cash, and we will help you by giving you the start of the push, okay?
Okay. Amen, sister. Amen. We all hearing that now.
Yes, we all hearing that. And before I leave, not before I leave the meeting, but let somebody else say something. Can I get a copy of that speech?
I know when you look at it, it's really wanting you to just sit back, relax, and start thinking, am I really pursuing my passion right now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for that and for your contribution, your comments, your question, Miss Albert.
Yes.
We have a few comments in the chat. So can you just allow me to read it at this time, Ms.
Yes.
Fulgens?
Yeah.
I'm just speaking in general, but majority of people nowadays work just to earn a paycheck. It can be challenging to get to do something that you are passionate about, whether it be the finances or just the time and effort. So what is your take on that?
You are so right. It is a difficult road. Trust me, I am going through it and I can tell you it is not easy. But I am determined. I have said I will take every Wednesday, I will take at least 3 to 4 hours to pursue my passion. If I cannot do 3 hours, I'm going to do 1. And tomorrow I'm going to take back my hour. But I say I'm taking 4 hours to pursue my passion every week. And hence I make time. I said Wednesday is my time, but if something happens on Wednesday, I can't do it, I take it another day, but I have to take it and I have to do it. And that's what you have to do, to commit, because listen to me, this road will just drag you into all kinds of directions because if you do not, you have to be strong, focused. This is what I want to do. Trust me, the time you plan to do it, your friends calling you, yo, I have something there, I want you to come and do that for me. Friend, I cannot come now, but I could come in 2 hours. Is that okay with you? Well, then if that's not okay with you today, is tomorrow you can get me. We have to be able to say that, or else we're in trouble. Somebody asks us to do something, I cannot help you today, but I can help you tomorrow. However, if you want me to help you today, I think you should come and help me do this now, and then I'll help you do yours. These are some of the things we need to learn how to say. And I know some of us cannot say no to our friends and no, but we have to do it. There's sacrifices you have to make in the beginning of your business. You understand? These are the same people that will turn around and laugh at you and say, oh, the cafe business, all kind of things. Because they were taking off your time, robbing you of your time. But you have to commit the time and make sure you stay committed. I'm not saying be so hard and fast that you cannot change and tweak. However, you must make that time. You write it down, you put your alarm, whatever it is, you get up and you get it done. You must get it done or else you're in trouble.
I like that. And I just want to add, you have to be disciplined, which is the very same thing that you're saying,
Yes.
you know, and you really have to be true to yourself, you know, and there may be things that you need to do to be able to have that passion, develop that passion. So, you know, you make time, spend money, as you're saying, to get it done.
Yes.
If you don't have the money, you know, there are so many things that you get for free that can help you develop yourself.
Internet
know?
is full of information,
Right.
Your friends, check out your friends. I mean, let them support you and speak. Let people know what you're going through so that they can support you. Don't tell everybody your business, but you go to the right people. Tell them, speak, support you. The other thing they say in Creole, you know what's going on with you, you have to speak. So you mean you see somebody, you know, you speak about something. I mean, somebody called me and, you know, I say, oh, I'm doing this, you know, are you interested? You speak, tell people what you want to do. You might be surprised.
Thank you so much for that. I know the time, we're already 21 past 8 and we intended it for it to be just an hour, but we still have about a few comments, questions. So I would go on to the next one. Can someone have a passion that will not generate money?
Well, that's up to you to decide. If you want to have a passion and you're just doing it just for fun as a hobby, that's up to you. But you can change almost all of your passions into cash. Any passion. You see the kind of things people doing that they can make money from is you just need to find your niche where you can put that thing so that you can make money. But almost every passion you have can make money, but it's about knowing where and how to do it. Research. That's what's important. Just nowhere.
Yes. We have a comment, but I think we touched on it already, but I'll still read it. I can, well, it can be a challenge to get the finances to go to certain schools or colleges to pursue their ideal, your ideal job that you would love. And again, it comes down to starting off, maybe doing the online courses for free that you will get to start off.
But we're not talking about a job. We're talking about a legacy. A job is different from having a legacy. Most of us look for jobs. A job is you work for somebody and then they pay you, your pension come, they throw you out of the job, they give you a few bucks, a few pennies out of the money that you, all of your service you do. That's a job. But when you do pursue your passion, you're looking to leave a legacy. And that's a different thing altogether. You don't need to go to college to get a legacy. I'm not saying to go to college because people are like, I went to college. I will never tell nobody to go to college. But lots of people that have produced legacies, Bill Gates, all of them, they have money to go. They never went to college to get their dream job. They pursue their passion. As a matter of fact, they were in college, they left, and then they pursue their passion. So passion and education and job that's different. That is so different because I can have all the degrees. We know of the PhDs and masters people, and all they do is have a job, right? They would even fight with you for them to get jobs because that's all they do is jobs. There's a difference between having a job and pursuing a passion. When you're pursuing your passion, you're hoping that you can leave a legacy. Yeah. When you pursue a job, you do a job until you're 65 and then you're out of a job. That's different.
Thank you so much for that. And we have a comment which is timely because actually adding to what you just said. We have Christian Remy saying you can have a non-business passion which can have eternal rewards, which is basically adding to what you were saying.
Yes.
Yes. We have another question. Sorry, go ahead. We have
No,
another question.
Here we're dealing with turning that passion into cash. So it's basically enjoying what you do and make money out of what you enjoy.
Right, yes. Right. We have Minerva saying, what if there are too many competitors in the market that you're passionate about?
Because you have something that nobody else have. That remember I was telling you, do one of a kind product. Look at all the juices that in the supermarket. All the different types of juices, all of them selling. All. You go on the shelves, oh my God, the varieties are endless, but yet they all sell. Some of them, they compete through price, some of them through flavor, some of them through, the natural ingredients. There is always a one of a kind that you are doing that somebody else is not doing. You learn what that edge is. I was just telling a friend of mine, she's doing some business and I'm helping her. You go and you look at the competition. What are they doing? And what am I doing that they're not doing? You have to be doing something that they're not doing. And like I said, you could appeal to niche markets. You understand? Everybody's making juice. Some people make diet. Some people make natural. Some people make it cheap so that everybody can get cheaper juice. Some people use all kinds of things. But they have an edge that somebody else don't have. That's why some of us go and buy real cheese because we have more money and we want natural product. Some of us go and buy it just because it's cheaper, it's $1, buy something I want to throw down my foot, I go and buy it. You understand? So everybody have why they buy it. So once you know why people are buying it, then you go and you tap that niche and you tap into that why, and then that's where you put your product, that's where you pitch your stuff. You pitch your stuff into that why and you get through with it. So that's important to understand why people buy. Once you understand why, then you understand where you're going. I mean, look for instance, lots of people singing, lots of people doing music. Hey, but there is nobody that says that is just managing singers, like to say have a special yearly event for our local singers. Somebody could just decide they want to do that alone. Once a year, they do a big thing for local singing, just like they have jazz festival, it's local musician festival, and have a huge festival. So you make maybe $300,000 once a year, and you're good for the year. You understand? So, and you're not a musician. You like music, you can't sing. There are other things you can do. Nobody is doing this. So you just look to see what other people are not doing, and you fit yourself into that space. Create in your mind. Once you have passion about something, while you're sleeping, your mind is working. You're creating things in your mind. You might be surprised. You just lying on there, all kinds of things coming in your mind. I'm telling you, all kinds of creativity. That's your passion, you know. Your brain is working. Some of us don't choose to listen to our minds. We don't write what we're thinking. And then by the time we leave there, we forget what we were thinking because we get into the cares of this world. The children calling you, the wife quarreling, the husband have an issue. You forget everything you're thinking. But if you are passionate about something, trust me, you always have great ideas on how to make it different. Just write it down. Keep writing it down. You'll find that niche. Somebody said so true. Thank you, Stanet.
Yes. Yes, and we have Mrs. Buffier adding to what Mr. St. Remy said. Yes, definitely, there are non-business passions that yield eternal rewards. Yes.
Yeah.
So I don't see no more questions. So Ms. Fulgence, I'll allow you to give your final remarks before I call on our general manager, Ms. St. Remy, just to give us, some final words before we wrap up the call.
Okay, I am so pleased to be here. I am so pleased to be part of this, and I'm so happy to hear that the General Workers Credit Union is giving money to small businesses. I mean, I should give you all a visit, eh? I should crawl into there, Yeah, but I mean, it is such a pleasure, and I thank everybody for being here. I'm hoping that you decide what your passion is, and some of us have not decided what our passion is, and there's nothing wrong with that because they don't teach us that in school. They don't teach us that we need to discover our passions and our talents. They don't teach us that in school. They just conform us to the method of education that there is. But I just want you to now take this opportunity, decide what your passion is. After you've decided, start creating a legacy for your future, for your children, for your family. Create that legacy and think legacy, don't think job. If you keep thinking job, that's all you'll get. But remember, there's a legacy to create. We need to create legacies in our countries so that our countries can survive. Too many of us just looking for jobs. And if all of us were creating legacies, trust me, all of us would have gotten proper jobs that would help us build legacies, because that's what we need to do. I need to build a legacy and live for my son so that my son now can employ people that he can teach how to build legacies. And that's what we need to do, build legacies. Thank you, everybody. It was a pleasure.
Thank you so much for that. That's correct. We need to build a legacy, not just for our children, for our generations. Our children generation and the generations to come, we need to do that. It's very, very important. And as we teach our children to do that, then there'll be a ripple effect. It will continue in the generation. So at this time, our general manager, Mrs. St. Remy, you can go right ahead.
Thank you very much, Ms. Doyle. Thank you. Thanks for putting me on the spot here. On behalf of the board, management and staff for SLUWCU Workers Credit Union, I want to say a hearty thank you, Ms. Fulgence, for such an informative, the presentation had such a wealth of information. When we decided to have this topic, turn your passion into cash, it came on the heels of what we saw happening with COVID. A lot of our members were out of jobs. Even when the hotels opened back up, not everybody was rehired. We have a lot of self-employed persons, and as a result, a lot of them were unable to make the revenue that they were doing pre-COVID. And so it really burdened us, I would say, when we saw the plight of the members. But then again, we cannot employ everybody.
Exactly.
So what do? We cannot just be dishing out cash. When we give loans, we expect it to be paid because that's members' money. So then what do we do to enable our members to thrive, not just survive, but thrive through this COVID era? And so we came up with Turn Your Passion into Cash, because we believe, we've seen it, and we believe that if anybody really want to change their financial landscape, they can do it. They just have to look within themselves. And that is where the passion comes in. That is where the drive comes from. Because everybody, like you said, have a passion for something. You just need to look inside yourself and find it. And when you do, we are here to help. Miss Fullergens is there. I'm putting you on the spot. She's there to give the advice, how to build your brand, how to put your business together, how you could put your thoughts together. And once you have done that, and you are a member of St. Lucia Workers Credit Union, come talk to your loans officer. They will guide you as to how you are able to turn your passion into cash, but you have some work to do. You cannot just walk in the door and say, oh, I have a business idea and I just need some money. No, there's some work, like Ms. Fullergen said, you have to do your research. You have to get your data. You have to be able to do some legwork. There's something you said, Ms. Fullergen, that really stood out with me. You said about the product sampling. And that to me is pivotal, because a lot of the times we may just have $50 invested in a few samples of what you do.
Correct.
Bring it to your credit union, bring it to your the business places that you know around you, and just let them sample it. And like you said, this is Credit Union Week. You could have brought in some samples, we put it out there, the members, and you have your card, you have a little flyer, you know, something you just do on a little computer or whatnot. Or you just give us something, we put it right there, and the members ask, okay, who's doing this? And we said, okay, Euthalia Fullergens is the one that's doing it. Here's her information and everything. You could contact her and then, you know, get it going. It may start small, but you will grow. And the other thing is that too often we want quick cash. We want quick cash, and yet we have not built our brand, and then we fall flat on our faces. But we need to start small, get persons to see your integrity in the product that you're building, in the product that you're putting out, so that at the end of the day, when they purchase your brand or they purchase your product, they will be doing that with confidence that they get quality for what they're paying. So then at the end of the day, like you said, you start at $5 and then a year later, you're at $25. Nobody will, you know, question why it is now $25, because they saw the progression and they know the quality. Even at the $5, the quality you gave was a $25 quality.
Exactly.
So work on your quality, work on your brand. And then when you put yourself out there, nobody could deny you. Nobody could deny you. And trust me, doors will open for you because you have invested your time, effort, and your resources. And persons will want to support you. Workers Credit Union will want to support you when they see the quality that you're willing to put out. So trust me, this is who we are. This is what we do. We have a lot of self-employed persons. We have a lot of members who are self-employed. Entrepreneurs, we have them. But it's just that we have to be prudent. Like any sound business, we have to be prudent. So come with a product, come with a business plan, come with an idea that we can back you up on, and we will. We will. So thank you once again, Ms. Fullergens, for all that you have given. I saw we had over 48 persons on at one point in time. And I know that persons got quite a bit of information. And I just want to encourage persons to just go out there, find your passion. The rest of the year is there, and start your 2022 strong with a vision, with a passion, and with a zeal to improve your financial health so that you could have a prosperous future, not just for yourself, but for your family, for the next generation, and even for your country, because we are here to serve. So once again, Ms. Fullergens and everyone on, I want to thank the staff of St. Lucia Workers Credit Union for being on this evening, the board members who came on, and even our other volunteers from other committees. I saw some from the credit committee on. I just want to thank you for being on this evening. And don't forget to join us Tomorrow evening, we start right here again, 7 p.m. And we will be looking at another aspect of finance. So please come on. It is securing your financial freedom, and that is going to be with Mr. Lyndall Holiday. So do join us at 7 p.m. tomorrow evening, where we'll be exploring how we could secure our financial freedom. So once again, have a good evening, everyone, and continue to keep safe until we see you again tomorrow evening right here on this platform. Take care and God bless.
You.
Good night, everybody. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.